Hi friends, today I will explain you how to apply for IPO through SBI Savings Bank account online. There are two steps to apply for IPO through SBI online. First is you have to add an applicant in your SBI Savings Bank account, and the second step is you can apply for IPO for the registered applicant. This is the page where you can add the IPO applicant. Here you can see the manage IPO applicant link. You can find this in the profile section under my account profile. Here you can see under my account profile there is a manage IPO applicant link. Once you click on manage IPO applicant, then you can see this page where it asks for applicant name, PAN card, and applicant depository and nickname for the applicant. So here you have to give the full applicant name, and that name should match with the PAN card as well as your depository. For example, if you have account in Zerodha, whatever name you have given in Zerodha, it should also match with the PAN card, otherwise your application will be cancelled. You will be able to add many applicants from this page, and you can apply to any IPO for 5 different people from your account. Like for example, you can add your friends or your brother or your father. Once you add anyone to your account, and once you register any applicant using their PAN number, their complete name and their DP account number, you will be able to apply to IPO on behalf of them. Also, if you don't know the difference between NSDL and CDSL, I am going to explain you the difference between the two. NSDL stands for National Securities Depositories Limited, and this depository works for NSE, and CDSL depository works for BSE. And these are the different demat account providers. You can see like Zerodha, HDFC and BGFC, and these are the respective depositories. So if you have Zerodha demat account, then you have to choose CDSL, and if you have BGC Financials Limited as your demat account, and if you wish to apply to any IPO through your SBI savings account, then you can choose NSDL and you can register the applicant. And if you have any other demat account other than these three demat account providers, then you will be able to easily identify or differentiate between CDSL and NSDL. If you have a DP account number starting with IN and the numbers as shown in this example, then it is NSDL account. And if your DP account number starts with numbers other than IN, then it will be CDSL, and you can choose the appropriate options accordingly. So once you successfully add an IPO applicant using their PAN card, DP account number and name, so you will be redirected to this page where it will show that the applicant is successfully added. Once you register the applicant successfully, immediately you will be able to apply to any IPO for that particular applicant. In the next section, I will be showing you how to apply for any IPO for different applicants. So after you register an applicant successfully, then you have to go to e-services, then DMAT and ASBA as shown in this page. Once you click on DMAT and ASBA link, you will be redirected to another page where it will show the IPO link where you can apply for the IPO. So here now you can see the IPO equity/rights link. So from that link you will be able to apply for any particular IPO which is currently open. So this is the page where you can see different IPOs which are currently open for subscription, and you can select any of these IPOs for subscription. When I am doing this video today, these are the IPOs which are currently open for subscription. I have already registered 2 applicants in my SBI account, and I want to apply for Chemcon Specialty Chemicals Limited IPO for both the applicants. So I have selected Chemcon Specialty limited IPOs, and I click on go button, click on accept button. In this page you have to select the category as individual investor, and you have to choose the registered applicant. Once you click on select registered applicant, a pop-up will open and it will ask you to select the registered applicant from the list of registered IPO applicants. So once you select the registered applicants, the details will be auto populated, like application name, PAN number, and transaction type. Here you have to select the quantity, how much you are applying for, and you also have to give the price. In case if you select cutoff price, the price will be auto populated to the cutoff price. So if you want to apply as HNI category, then you have to apply for a minimum bid price of 2 lakhs. So if you apply below 2 lakhs, then you will be considered as retail individual investor. If it is above 2 lakhs, then you will consider as HNI investors. And for HNI investment, for you, usually all the IPOs will come with the minimum bid amount of 2 lakhs rupees. And you can select a savings account or current account. Once you select the respective account, the amount will get blocked from that particular account. After applying for the IPO, later if you want to check the reference number or application number of the IPO, here in the IPO history tab you can see the IPOs which you had applied for, and you can click on the reference number and you will see the details for the, like, whatever price and quantity you had selected, and which are the IPOs which you had applied. That's all for this video on how to apply for the IPO. Thank you.